What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. Doing this one about a day late. Got my new trading rig in a couple of days ago. Finally have it set up, and I purchased a new graphics card for it. It had a integrated graphics card. Seems to be pretty good, even though I usually have everything plugged into a docking station because I was using a laptop. But trying to go the traditional route, so ended up buying a Quadro P1000. Saw online quite a few traders use that one. They say it's fairly decent for trading. I don't do any gaming, so I'm not really interested in buying an actual 3D gaming graphics card. So wanted to hold off doing this video until I got that graphics card, primarily to see how it's going to work with OBS. And I have my stats running right now. CPU usage 6%. That is the lowest I have ever seen it. But I do see that it's dropping quite a few more frames due to rendering lag. So we're going to see how this video turns out. But yesterday, let's talk about what we actually came here to do. Yesterday was similar to Thursday. Just ugly trading. I did record the trading, and this day just started off bad off rip. I took a pre-market trade. This thing went, I think I had a $25 risk on this thing. It went 4R. This thing went 4R pre-market. The market opened and it tanked. Then I tried to get out of it for break even, and for some reason Thinkorswim did not execute my order on the brackets. So I might have to look into that. But let's go ahead. Let's take a peek at TraderVue. You're gonna see that I just over traded my ass off. Lotion on. So let's get it pulled up. As you can see, I got a little camera going on here too. I'm trying to just see how this bad boy is gonna work. But we're reviewing trades for Friday, August 26th. We took 30 trades and we can't even say made. We lost 32 cents, y'all. It's a red cap. It's a red day recap. Red day recap, y'all. Look at this. We were up almost, I can't see that. It's a little too tiny. But definitely over $100 that we were up. And then we went straight into that big old gigantic iceberg down here at the bottom. Almost, actually ain't even almost. We were break even just about right there. Went back down again, and then we finally got it just about break even. Almost took a trade just to see if I can get this number to go green, but I was like, man, I'm not about to lose. I'm not about to lose no money trying to make 32 cents. So we did not do that. Let's go ahead. Let's get the video pulled up. Since the chart's not going to really show anything. Uh-oh. I see on this one, the video has frozen in a precarious image. Let's see. There we go. All right, we back live again, y'all. Let's go ahead. Let's get this video started. As you can see, it's pre-market, 929. Look, this thing has shot up to 1167. If you go up to just 1165, you see we were in the money, $111. And then this thing just tanked. It just tanked. We was trading FTCH. And I had moved my stop. If you look right there, my stop is at break even. We still waiting on the market to open. And yeah, it was just an ugly morning. And I didn't even, I guess we'll look at it when we review the trades, since we already here. But I'm gonna speed this up 30 seconds real quick. Yeah, you see, look, I have moved my stop. So market is open now. I moved my stop. I'm already mad. Like, man, I could have made $100. But watch this. You see, I came and tapped where my stop was at. So I was just jumping around. So should have got stopped out when it came down there and tapped me, but it didn't. Just continue to watch it. Now see, now look, it is way down there below, and it still has not stopped me out. So now I'm thinking, did I set this to GTC? What is it set to? Because why is it not stopping me out? Now look, so I was down, now it's back up, and then it finally stops me out for a $6 loss. That should have told me how my day was gonna be right there. That should have told me, like, this is how your day is gonna be right there. So um let's see what time we get in the next one. We get in it like right now. Yep. Order is in. Finally triggers us in. And you notice I did not adjust the share size. So I got to bring this thing way up. Watch this. Look where I put my stop at. Bam. It stops me out because I had put my stop all the way up too high. So now the $6 that I lost, I just made back. This is some bad news bears trading right now. Oh man, this was one of them days. It was one of those days. So here we're getting in another trade. Didn't adjust our I guess we did this time. We $75. Stop is in a decent place. And then watch this thing just crushes. Watch this thing just come and just kill us. So stop is set at 75. Boom. Now we're down and we lost $84 on that trade. Like, come on, man. Stop really should have been set down here though. Because look, if you look at this on the 1 minute chart, I shouldn't have been getting in until it set a new high. And then it should have ripped. But getting in right there, I should have been getting in here with the stop down there. Should have been getting in there with the stop down there. So that was our first three trades right there. So let's see. We're actually gonna miss two trades. We took another trade at 9:35. We made $10 on that one. Then we took a trade on SGen at 9:37, this is one we're in right now. This SGen trade made a couple of bucks off of it, but let's kind of scroll through this one. We're gonna get into our next trade till 9:55. We'll just scroll through. Still checking. Look at that. SGen, we was up. We were up 45 bucks on this thing. We're in 50 shares. Where's my sheet at? Give me. Let that rock and roll while I grab my sheet. So 50 shares. It's $1.50 risk. So we're risking $1.50 on that trade. So now we're looking at a firm. A firm, we actually got some halfway decent trades in. This one just kept tanking. Once it finally went, you see, we're up here looking at the 10-minute chart. 10-minute chart setting up for a decent 10-minute 3-bar play. We probably got in that a little. Not really. Not really. I was about to say, may have got in that a little early. Let's go ahead. Let's scroll this up. Yep. And now we see, so the 10-minute 3-bar play is no longer valid because that candle didn't hold where it needed to hold at. Let's look at the 5 though. 5 is just tanking. Volume, not really heavy volume yet though, but it's just, if look at this, that just inclined down now. If this candle can get up over that candle, that's good volume. That's good volume coming in there. But there was really nowhere to take a trade on this one. So just kind of watching it, seeing what it's doing. But look at that volume. We had missed it. But that volume, just like I said, see how it's creeping up over? Or I'm sorry, this is a different one. But this one's doing the same thing. And this is SGen. It's just slowly moving. We're up 52 bucks right now. You'll see that we only made a couple of bucks on this trade, which is sad. Which is sad. Let's look up here at the top. We don't really have any areas marked on this one, but let's go back real quick. That area would have been, to really start watching, would have been just as it was breaking below it. So I should have been getting concerned. This should have been an area of concern on the chart. And in this market right now, I really need to be paying attention to those areas of concern. So come back looking at SIM. SIM is coming down to an area that we do have marked on the chart. Again, looking at the 10-minute. 10-minute setting up for a decent 10-minute 3-bar play. Has 2 more minutes for this candle to close. And it's setting up at a good area. Did we take a trade on this one? Nope, we didn't take one around that time. We took one at like 10.27 that we lost on. But speed it up. Man, what am I watching? Where's my TV remote? And see, this one's already gonna go. We put an order in, and it's not gonna fill us. Now, let's see. I wonder if that thing even went. Pull it up while it's going through. Nope. It never did because it kind of broke below it. That was a risky little entry. Because again, you want to see these be fairly even. If that kind of goes a little bit lower, kind of makes that trade invalid. But on this one, it's kind of looking, even on the 2 minute, if it could have kept going off of that break. But we're going to see that this candle is never going to go back down. So let's go ahead. Let's speed it up. Speed it up. 9:52. We don't take the next trade until Sava at 9:55. I go A firm. Like I say, A firm was just killing. So we come over and we look at Sava. 5 minute. This technically could be looked at as a pullback off of this big move. But we're looking at this little area right here. And watch, we chase it. See, we missed the entry. We missed it. It's already then went 10 cents. We had a 35-cent stop. So it's already gone 10 cents. And that was just, lately I've been just a hair bit slow. I see them and then I'm a hair bit slow on the entry. But this one's already went 1R. It's already gone 1R. We could be moving our stop up to break even on it. And I actually have contemplated taking one-to-one trades lately, just because these things aren't really moving like they should be. But at this point, I should have took this one off of the radar. But I'm gonna take a trade on it. So now we back looking at Zim again. There's nothing here to look at. There's nothing there to look at. And see, we take this trade on this second little pullback. 30 cents. And candle hadn't closed. This thing still has a minute and a half to close. So not a good trade, and really not a good trade taking full size. Trade like that, I might take a half or a quarter size just to see. But it's moving in our favor. We up 20 bucks so far. We got in right there. We would be at target right now. If we had gotten in that initial trade, we would be at target. So here we just moving this thing to break even so it doesn't come back against us. Let's see. We end up making a little bit of money off of it. Let's see, it made a good little pop there. And now I'm just trying to lock profits in. Again, I just shake my head because right there, y'all, that's where we should have been in at. First area of concern is not going to be all the way till we get back up here. Because the same way this thing falls, it should grind its way back up to it. But you see, we get out of the trade, we make 25 bucks off of it. Decent. But we should have been hitting target. Now we look at SGen. We got an SGen at 937. And we have been in this one almost 20 minutes. And it hadn't done nothing. It went down, pulled back. Remember, we were up about 50 bucks down here. We were up about 50 bucks. Look where we get out making $7. Yeah, it was one of them mornings. One thing, I don't know, I fall asleep with YouTube playing a lot of times. And before I suffered my eye injury, I had aspirations on getting my private pilot's license. And one thing about trading, that came to me last night while I was watching TV. I'll be watching a show called Mayday on YouTube. I think here in the States it's called something else, but it chronicles airplane crashes. I don't know what it is about me. I love flying, I love traveling, but I got a fascination with watching documentaries on airplane crashes. But and look at Saba right there. But one thing about trading that makes trading similar to flying, it don't matter how long a pilot has been a pilot. He will always, always, always revert to his checklist. Always. He's been flying the same plane 20 years. When he get in the cockpit, he gonna go over that before start checklist. He gonna go over a before taxi checklist. He gonna go over all of these checklists. We as traders, we have to use those checklists. We have to. Look at doggone FTCH. This one just slapped us around all day. But back to flying. So just as flying, we as traders, we need to use a checklist. But something else that pilots have to do is when they flying in the clouds, when they flying what they call IFR, instrument flight rules, where they have to use their gauges. They have to use their gauges, and the key thing is they have to trust the gauges. They have to trust what those gauges are showing. Because if you're in the clouds, you don't know whether you're going up, down, left, right. The way your body is made, you're not going to know. So you could be inverted and you wouldn't know it unless you look at the gauges and the gauges tell you like, yep, we inverted. Then you got to trust what the gauge is telling you. I thought about it and I was like, I have to trust what the charts are telling me. If a trade is still looking like it's going in my favor, I have to trust that it's going in my favor and not be so quick to get out of trades. Because I went back and we'll look at a couple of more of these trades. I don't want to look at all of them. But then we're going to go back inside of TRADERVUE, and I just want y'all to see how many trades that I was in on Friday that I got out of that actually would have hit target. But because I wasn't trusting what the charts were telling me, I ended up getting out of the trades. And it's something that a lot of traders will say is that, well, it was a good trade, so it was good. And one of the things that Jared says over at Live Traders is it really a good trade? You got out and you made $50, but your trading plan says that you don't get out until target, which is $150. And the trade went $150, but you got out for $50. Or you got out for 75. You got out for 1 hour if you risking 75, but you're not supposed to get out. And I don't know. That's something that just it messes with me because I'm like, I don't want to take a full stop out, but do I want to take a little bit of profit and then the trade rips and keeps going? It's like, where do you find the balance set on that? So that's something that I gotta work on. It's something that I really have to work on. But this is something else that I have to work on. So I was down $73 on this stock. I was so locked in on just trading this thing to make this number back red that I was missing good opportunities. I was missing good opportunities on other stocks. So that's something else that I really have to work on. And I somewhat did it. I kind of went over, started looking at A firm, And took some halfway decent trades on A firm. But let me see what time it is. 10:02. Um, we take a trade on SGen at 10:09. Let's go take a peek at that one real quick. So we're gonna blaze through. Um, this was a red trade. I'm trying to look at what chart I would have been entering in on this one. I see no patterns. Saw no patterns on that. Here we go back looking at FTCH. A lot of chasing going on this. Let's see if we're going to let this candle close or if we just going to get in. Because the thing is, I can't just get in a trade without letting... See, this candle needed to close and then get a continuation. Look where I got the stop set at. Mm-mm. And let's see. We are going to take a trade on this one. Don't really see nothing. Again, these are just kind of running. It's like a chase trade. If volume, look at the volume. Volume's fairly low. If volume was high, then I could see maybe getting in that to the high side. Look at FTCH. But we're down. We don't take a trade on that until, what, 10:38? So 20 minutes from now? But yeah, I think I'm done. Let's see. So we got an SGen. Again, like I said, that was not a good trade. And this thing is about to come and smack the heck out of us. And it did. Would have wanted to see this thing come back, retest this area. Because we got it marked on the chart for a reason. Look at every time it came up, bumped its head, came up. It's acting as a ceiling. We needed to see that this ceiling was going to turn into a floor. Come back, look. Like I said, this thing is just basically running. Volume not really coming in, though. Look at this little candle and look how much volume is in there. Look at this big candle and look how little the volume is in that candle. So this candle does not really have any volume in it. You can look the same way here. Look at that candle. This one is about even, but look at the next one. Not quite as much. Did we take a trade? Yeah. We about to get crushed. We about to get hammered on this next one. We'll watch this one and then we're going to call it. We'll go look at some of the, do I even want to do that? We'll look at fetch FTCH. Because I want y'all to see I'm going to look at one trade. This is about to be brutal. Again, no real reason. We haven't seen this area get tested. Just looking to take almost like a little consolidation right there. But we about to get smashed. When does this trade trigger? Let's see. 10:17. Let's go ahead. Let's speed this one up. There go FTCH. We get smacked on this one too. Actually, nah, we make a little bit of money on this. A little bit of money. It's not really going. Changing this 10. Look at the 30-minute. 30-minute looks strong. So everything about these charts still looks strong. All of them. They still look strong. This one here looks like it needs Maybe a little pullback, a little rest, but it's kind of getting it in these candles. They're not really big candles, but just not really expected it to take off, and it's not really doing it. And you see, you just pull it down and get out of it for like $5. But we'll go ahead. I'm gonna um, pull up one of the earlier trades, and then we can look at the chart on that one just to see what that thing did. Let's go back. I want to see. I want to see that FUTU trade that just. Oh, so it triggered me. Look at that, down $88. You see it? So it triggered while I was looking away. Look at that. Just got hammered. Just got hammered. Again, just ugly, ugly, ugly. This candle right here was the sign that this was not going higher. But let's take a look. I want to let y'all see this FTCH chart real quick, and then I am going to call it a night. I'm not sure if I'm a trade or not on Monday. Have to take someone to the doctor. Told a friend I would take him, so don't think. Or actually, that's a lie. I'm sorry, because I already said I'm gonna take my laptop. So I might not trade market open, but let's take a look at TraderVue real quick. Let me go back. All right, so there we go. This is FTCH. I'm gonna blow up this chart real quick. But just look at this thing. So this was an early entry. Remember, we got in right there, got stopped out. This 2-minute candle. Didn't even let this candle finish. But think about it. Got in right there, stopped down there. Trust the chart. And this thing rips. It hits target. Even after all of this choppiness. Even after all of the choppiness, it still goes. The pre-market trade that I was in still goes. So it's just ugly. Let's see. Real quick, we took a few trades on A firm. So let's take a look at A firm. Pull this up on the 5-minute. Is 5-minute a good one? Yeah, 5 minutes a good one. Getting in right there. Stop on the top side. This thing comes up close, but nowhere near the stop. And bam, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Just gotta trust it, y'all. We gotta trust it. But um it shows that we got potential. It shows that we have potential. Just have to trust the charts. Um have to get back to using a checklist. I kind of got away from using the checklist, so I need to get back into using the checklist. And honestly, the entries have not been the problem. It's been the trade management. A couple of times we've gotten a little sloppy on risk management. We hadn't been getting out of trades when we should have. Few times we've actually sized up more than that initial risk. I do think I want to keep the $75 risk. I'm comfortable with that risk right now, but I need to trust the charts. If I take 4 trades, 2 of them bad, I'm gonna lose 150 bucks. I'm gonna lose 75 on both of those trades. And then if I take 2 trades and those 2 trades are good and I let them work the way they're supposed to work, I'm gonna make $300. And then overall in the wash, I'm gonna make $150. That's the beauty of this system. That's the beauty of this strategy, is you could be right 50% of the time and you still walk away with a decent gain for the day. So that's what we got to do over here, y'all. That is what we got to do. Even though the last 2 days have been fairly lackluster, it has not changed my motivation for trading. Actually, it made me a little more, let me know I need to be a little bit more diligent in what I'm doing, because looking at the charts afterwards, man, these days could be excellent days. These days could be great days. So we're going to wrap this one up. We'll be back at it Monday. And we'll be ready to take on the market. So hope y'all have a good weekend. And I am out of here. If you have not hit that like button, though, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please do so. We are growing over here, slowly but surely, because we are trying to do good things. So on that note, I am out of here. Peace.